welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're already part of the Sprinkle Squad. I'm so happy to see you again, and I know it has been a minute since I've posted, but hopefully with the new year coming up, I am going to get back to filming. That's kind of my goal. So I've been kind of preparing for that, and honestly, I have been building a lot. I just haven't been editing and posting, so I have like all of this footage of all of these different builds, and this is one of them. And for this one I decided that I wanted to make like a starter city apartment. So this does come in at 19,958 simoleons. It's a 1-bed 1-bath apartment. And so what I wanted to do too is I tried to avoid covering up any of the things the landlord might have to get to in order to fix. So like the electrical box and the pipes there, you can kind of still see them. So you will see them. They are not the prettiest thing, but I kind of want to just leave them. So it kind of gives that feeling of like first starter apartment, you know what I mean? Like it's not perfect, and it just makes it a little bit easier for you to get to everything. And as usual, be sure to use bb.move objects when you place this lot, since I do use that when I build, and I don't want you to lose any items when you place it. This is already up on the Sims 4 gallery under my ID spicensprinkles, all one word, all lowercase, and down in the description if you want to see it written out. And if you haven't actually downloaded an apartment before, basically it is uploaded as a room. So you don't want to look for a lot, you want to look for a room. And that is just because of the way the gallery in The Sims works, that when it comes to apartments, I basically have to make it to where this whole apartment is one room, meaning I actually had to knock down a few walls so that the game sees it as a room. So when you download it, a couple of walls will be missing, but I try to make it walls that didn't really have anything on it to begin with, so that it's really easy for you to go back and put those back in place, and then you shouldn't have any issues. And of course, I did go into debug for some of this, and if you aren't aware, debug is basically part of the catalog you can get access to through cheats that allows you to use items that are in the game, maybe in the environment or on some of those lots that you can't really get to, or if you see those really cool plants that are around worlds, it basically gives you access to those. And what's nice about that is a lot of those items are free. So those are perfect for starter builds, or builds where even if you just have base game or you have limited packs, it's a great way for you to actually get access to items you don't usually have access to. But I kind of went with this really pretty navy blue color for this apartment, and I think it turned out so nice. I ended up pairing it with I believe it was Parenthood tile there in the kitchen and bathroom. And I will say, since it has been quite a while since I actually built this. I built this back in July. I went back and looked at the footage date in my computer. So it has definitely been a minute. And I also feel like since I haven't done voiceovers in a while, I feel like I've forgotten where some items come from. So I usually try to go through and, let you know where items came from in the catalog. So I will try to continue to do that. But just be warned, I may have forgotten. But if you do leave me a comment, if you are curious about an item, I can actually just go look it up and help you find it. I just won't necessarily remember during the voiceover. But here I tried to really put enough clutter here to where it really did look like it was lived in. It wasn't super sparse. I think this really would be a great starter apartment, or even a space for a student, something like that. And the bed is in the corner. So in my game, at least, your Sims can kind of scoot across the bed. So you should be able to have 2 Sims in this build and not really have any kind of issue. But of course, if your game does give you problems with that, because I know that some people do encounter issues for whatever reason, then you can just kind of scoot the bed out from the wall. You may have to delete the end table to make sure you can still get to that fuse box over in the corner in the bedroom. But you should be good to go. And like I said, it's already up on the gallery, and I think I actually have a couple other builds that are up on the gallery that I haven't actually posted as well. So if you saw me posting some stuff and you're like, I've not seen that video, that is why. Also, if you are still here watching my videos after I've been on a break, I really appreciate you. I know that it's been a minute, so I hope everyone is doing really wonderful and having a wonderful holiday season and a lovely new year. Personally, I had some nice holidays, nice and calm. I actually ended up going on a vacation, which was kind of nice. I haven't really been on a vacation, at least just like me and my husband, in a really long time. So we actually went for our anniversary and just kind of went to like a city, stayed downtown in a city, and just kind of like went to really cool restaurants and things like that, and just had a really nice time. So that was kind of like a Christmas gift for us, but we really did enjoy that. And of course, I do have, in case you didn't know, I do have 3 dogs, so they ended up getting boarded in this really fancy like dog boarding facility, like that has like the cameras and everything, so we could check in on them, and like that was actually kind of fun. It was a little nerve-wracking because that was like the first time we've actually had to board them and so that they were taken care of, especially since there's 3 of them. There's just a whole lot going on, but they were able to stay together, which was really nice. And I know I'm totally off like topic, but in terms of talking about the build, but like I miss talking to you all, so that's just kind of like what I've had going on recently. And I think I really did have a kind of a student in mind. Maybe they moved to the city to, go to school, that kind of thing. So just kind of having a lot of like book clutter. And I really did want to include a computer in this build because I feel like it is harder to do with starter homes to actually include that because the computers are usually pretty expensive. But I thought it was important, especially if you are like going to school or something like that, that your sim actually have access to that. And I did use this lovely new rug. I believe that one was for rent. Again, if I do get any of that wrong, feel free to let me know. Like I said, I'm trying my best to remember where everything came from. I know I also am behind on making like pack specific builds. I usually try to make one for each pack that comes out. So if that's the only pack you have, you can download it. So I have some of those in the works as well. So hopefully those will be coming out soon, along with a bunch of other builds that I just have like partially done. I've got a lot of like random builds I need to finish. Like I started doing an underwater build and all kinds of stuff, and a castle. Like I've just got all kinds of stuff. So hopefully I get a chance to finish those up. Life's just been a little bit busy, but again, just kind of filling stuff up with clutter, and of course including that fruit bowl on the dining room table. If you are new to the channel, my mom actually like watches all my videos, and she's super supportive of everything, like my YouTube channel, and it is a requirement for her that we have a fruit bowl or some sort of fruit in every single build. That is something that is necessary. So I just wanted to go ahead and point that out, that it is located on the dining room table. But that is definitely for her. And it's kind of funny, like I'm not someone that necessarily has fruit out on my counter in my home. Let me know if you are someone that is, but I do feel like it's that nice kind of homey touch. And we do actually have a lot of fruit bowls in the game, or just like bowls that even just have lemons or something like that, which is kind of nice. And I feel like some of the newer packs, we've gotten even more of them, which has been kind of cool. So again, just using some art there from, I believe that was Eco Lifestyle, like those leaves on the wall. And I believe those came out of Debug, if I'm not mistaken. And I honestly love that big mirror over in the corner. I just feel like it adds so much personality to this space, and I'm in love with this wallpaper. And for the life of me, I cannot remember where it came from, but that wallpaper there in the bedroom is so lovely. And I really do wish the wall heights in the San Myshuno apartments were shorter. I don't know if it's all of them, but a lot of them have that really tall wall height, and it is very like hard to try to fill in that space and make it not look super blank. So just kind of putting those like wooden, like, I don't even know, slat things, like the, the boards over in the corner, I feel like helps like fill in some of that vertical space, which I believe that actually came with City Living. And I feel like it's a really good way to, utilize that space without having to put like giant artwork and stuff on the wall. And then actually using that Eco Lifestyle shelf there over the counter. That is actually, a lot of the Eco Lifestyle items are pretty cheap, so they're a great way to add some extra stuff. I know that they have also bookcases and things like that, and I thought that would just be a cool industrial looking hanging organizer for the kitchen. And I think this actually honestly turned out like really well, given that it is more of a starter build. I try to still make it feel really homey, even though it is not supposed to be super expensive for your sim to live in. But if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you have a really sweet day. Bye everybody.